Hello guys, welcome to the code culture. Okay, so in the previous lecture we have seen that how to print hollow square star pattern. Okay, now we'll see hollow square star pattern with diagonal. Okay, so this is a hollow square with diagonals means with this pattern. Okay, I'm just adding diagonals. So already we have four equations to print the squares. These four equations. What I want is the equations for the diagonal. This is the one diagonal and this is the second diagonal. Okay, so how can you find the equation? So first see, this is nothing but I equals to 1, this is I equals to 2, I equals to 3, I equals to 4, just I values. So these are the j values. Now what are the coordinates for this star? 1 comma 1. 1 comma 1 is nothing but first I value and then j value. 1 comma 1. Here what is I value first? 2. What is the j value? 2. Okay, next for this star what is the I value? 3, j value 3, I value 4, j value 4. Similarly 5 and 5. So just by looking to these coordinates, what we can judge is that both the I and j values are the same. So that we can directly write down the equation for this is I equals to j. Okay. So directly by just seeing the coordinates, we can find out the equation like this. Okay. That is I equals to j. Next equation is for this diagonal. Okay. Tell me coordinates for this point, for this star, that is I value is 1 and j value is 5. 1 comma 5, because I value is 1 for this star and 5, j value is 5. Next for this star we have I value 2, j value 4. For this star we have I value 3, j value 3. It is already in the previous diagonal. Next we have I value 4, j value 2, and here 5 comma 1. It is I value 5 and j value 1. So just look at the coordinates of the each star carefully. Okay, what we can judge is that what are the addition of I and j, what are the addition of two coordinates. Okay, look here, 1 plus 5 is 6. Here also 2 plus 4 is 6. Here we have 3 plus 3, that is 6. Here we have 4 plus 2, that is also 6. Here we have 5 plus 1, that is also 6. So we can write this like I plus j equal to 6. Okay, but always remember, we are not always printing the pattern for the fixed value, that is for 5. We are printing for the n times, n values. Okay, now so I want to print this equation in the form of n. So for that I will write I plus j equals to 6 is nothing but 5 plus 1. Okay, and here we can replace this 5 with n. So what will get? I plus j equals to n plus 1. So this is our required equation to print the second diagonal. Okay, so already we have four equations, okay, which we learned in the last lecture. So now we have extra two equations. All the two equations means first equation is for the first diagonal, second equation is for the second diagonal. Just add these equations here in your conditional statement, that is, or first we have I equal to j, and second we have I plus j equals to n plus 1. Okay, so by writing this equation I am erasing all the data here. Okay, okay, so just taking how many equations here? 6 equations. 6 equations means how many conditions? 6 conditions for 6 different lines, because our pattern is like this, not like this, but diagonals like this. We have total 6 line sequences. Okay, so based on this, okay, we are taking the equations and printing this pattern. Now the actual task is I want to print different alphabets based on these 6 lines. Okay, so based on these 6 lines, different alphabets means what? I am changing our actual heading. Okay, so first heading is okay, printing hollow square with diagonal. Now what I want to print is I want to print C. Okay, also D. D is nothing but hollow square. Okay, after that I want to print N. Okay, also X, Z and N. All these alphabets I can directly print by using these 6 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6. Okay, now first we will see how to print a C. Okay, first we will see how to print a C. So tell me, how can we print C? First row. Okay, what are the equations for this? I equals to 1. Next, this column we have j equals to 1. Next, this row we have I equals to n. Okay, just three equations. So just for the same program, in the same program, just change from six equations, just take three equations. Which equations? I equals to 1, I equals to n, I equals to 1, I equals to n, and j equals to 1. So all this remaining part is unnecessary to print this C. Okay, so by using this we'll get C. Similarly, for D we have hollow sphere is already, this is our D, already we can print D. This is also our O. Now next is N. How to print N? Or first take, okay, first take N. How to print N? Or before N we can go to the L also. Okay, just we can print this line and this line. By using two conditions we can print L. What is the equation of this line? J equals to 1 and I equals to n. Just by removing this I equal to n, just by writing this only two conditions we can print L directly. Okay, now will L is okay, L is done, C is done, O is done. What is remaining? N is remaining. Now to print n, what is required? So this one line, we require this and this. Okay. What is the equation of this line? We have j equals to 1. We'll erase all the things. We'll write equation again. So the equation of this line is j equals to 1. Equation of this line is j equals to n. J equals to n. Or equation of the diagonal is I equals to j. Okay. So by using these conditions we can print n. Similarly, next is z. Okay. So for z, what I am doing, I want to print this. Okay. So tell me what is the equation of this? I equals to 1. Next, what is the equation of this? I equals to n. What is the equation of this? We have to change here. That is the equation of our second diagonal. I plus j equal to n plus 1. So by using these three conditions we can print directly z. So we will get output as this z star pattern. Next, what is remaining? Just x is remaining. For x we have to just print just two diagonals. That's it. Okay. So this is 1, this is 2. This is the one diagonal, this is the second diagonal. What is the equation of this? I equal to j. Okay. So we need just two conditions. First condition is for the first diagonal, that is I equals to j, or the second diagonal is I plus j equal to n plus 1. Got it? Okay. So this is all about the alphabets, and all the alphabets are based on these six equations only. Okay. Okay. So let's execute all these programs in the Google Colab. Okay. Okay, so this is all about the first what we see the hollow square with diagonals. After that, what we saw is all the alphabets, this C, D, O, N, X, Z, L. How to print this based on our actual basic program of six equations. These six equations with six conditions in this if. Okay, we'll see the same program. We'll execute the same program. First, take value from user. Okay. After that, take first for loop. The range for the first for loop is 1 to n plus 1. That is the n number of rows we require. After that, second for loop is for number of columns. Same limit. That is same number of rows and same number of columns. Next, take conditions. Okay, how many conditions we have? Already we have 4 conditions for the hollow square, and now we have 2 extra conditions to print the diagonals. Okay. After that, in this conditions print star. So we are printing star. After that, in the else condition print space. Okay, and at last just print it for the new line. Okay, we'll execute the same program. Okay, suppose n value is there, 9, n value is 9 is there. Okay, we'll get this output. Okay, so this is our basic program. So basic program to print hollow square and also with its diagonals. So how many equations we have? 6 equations. So based on these six equations we can print different alphabets, as we already discussed in the theory part. We can print different alphabets. So first alphabets I'm going to print is, I already written some alphabets here. We can print C here. For C, what, how many, from the 6 equations, how many equations we require? Only 3 equations, because we have 3 lines. First, this line is j equals to 1, j equals to 1. This line is I equals to 1, and this line is I equals to n. We'll get C. We'll execute this. After executing of this, we'll get C. Next, for we have L pattern. Okay, L is always for for L we require just 2 equations, that is I equals to n and j equals to n. By just changing these 2 equations, we'll get L. Again, from the 6 equation, take different 3 equations. Okay, that is j equals to 1 for this line, j equals to n for this line, and I equal to j for this line. So by using this, we'll get n pattern. Now, after that, for n equals to 9, for the next 9 value, take 3 equations. What are that 3 equations? I equals to 1, that is this line, I equals to n, that is this line, and z, diagonal I plus j equal to n plus 1, that is the second diagonal. So by using this 3 equation, we will get z alphabet. Okay, in this way we can print z alphabet. After that, we'll get x. How can we print x? How many lines we require? 2. This x 2 lines means just 2 diagonals. So just write the equation of 2 diagonals. By using the equation of 2 diagonals, we can print x. So this is all about the hollow square with diagonal. Okay, and by using that 6 equations, we can print x alphabet, z alphabet, n alphabet, l alphabet, c, d, o, all the alphabets, all these 6 7 alphabets we can print by using just this program. Just take required equations, that is required conditions, and we can print different programs. Okay, so this is all about hollow square pattern with diagonals. In the next lecture, we'll see the plus symbol, okay, and all the alphabets based on the plus symbol, as well as these 6 equations. Okay, we'll see in the next lecture. Okay, thank you for watching.